Is it Monday yet? Because I don't know about you. I'm talking to fellow Eagles fans out there, but I am fucking excited for this season. I am anticipating good things out of this season. I have a great vibe, great feeling, great everything. I love this team that has come together. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I've had this feeling before. I've seen the dream team not even make the playoffs. I've seen Andy Reid's final year in Philadelphia team get a measly 4 wins just 3 seasons ago. I've seen Chip Kelly get a home field advantage against the Saints in the playoff, only to lose. I've seen the last game at Veterans Stadium, the NFC Championship against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that has never, up to that point in time, won a game where the temperature was under 32 degrees. The temperature that day was 15 degrees. The Bucs won, and then went on to beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Hell, you can go back to the days of Gang Green and oh my God, one of the greatest defensive lines ever! And in the middle of summer, Jerome Brown dies in a car crash. Reggie White the following year goes off to Green Bay. What I'm getting at is I've seen a lot of disappointment and falling short from this Eagles team. I know someone's going to throw in, what about the time Donovan threw up in the Super Bowl? I didn't forget about that either. I'm an all or nothing type of guy. Anyone that has followed my Eagles videos here for more than a season or two knows that I'm an all or nothing type of guy. I don't care about winning the NFC East. I don't really care about winning a playoff game. Now, granted, those things are nice. Those things are nice. Where are the rings? Where are my rings? Oh, I don't get one. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are the rings on the Philadelphia Eagles' hands? I've seen disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Good enough, just not that good enough. I have a very special feeling about this year. And at the same time, I always have that feeling in the back of my head saying, pump your brakes, dude. Pump your brakes. This is the Eagles we're talking about. They always somehow find a way to fall short. There's nothing written in stone saying they're always going to fall short. I honest to God feel this is a 13-win team. Now, I don't think that they're one of the best teams in the league, but they're going to finish with one of the better records simply just from their record alone. You're talking about a team that has to face the NFC South, the Bucs, the Falcons, the very depleted Carolina Panthers. What team am I missing? The Bucs, Panthers, Falcons. Jesus Christ, what else am I missing in the South? Oh, the Saints. How can I forget about the Saints, the team that beat Chip Kelly in the playoffs at the Link? Speaking of the Saints and a player like Drew Brees, as far as this season goes, I don't want to see a season that ends going into the playoffs or either not making the playoffs and losing to these teams with the good quarterbacks, because that is always what has happened to a Chip Kelly's Eagles team. They can't beat the teams with a good quarterback. Now you could say Tony Romo's a good quarterback. They beat them last year on Thanksgiving. That's a divisional matchup. Divisional matchups between the two teams, familiarity of opponent that weighs to another team's advantage. You catch them on the right day, you're in a good groove, you'll beat a division opponent. I mean, hell, the Redskins beat the Eagles last year. I mean, come on. Anyway, shit, I had to bring that up. Drew Brees, couldn't beat him. Aaron Rodgers, well, actually, they played without Aaron Rodgers, and then played with him again, Chip's second year. They kicked the shit out of us at Lambeau Field last year. Couldn't beat him. I'm trying to think what other good. Oh, Peyton Manning kicked the shit out of us. I think we put up like 13 points on the Broncos that day. Ouch, that was 2 seasons ago. Phillip Rivers, couldn't beat him. Who have we beat? You know, the troglodytes of the league, the bums, the basement dwellers. We kick all those teams' asses. Like, we beat the Titans last year, we beat the Texans last year. Oh boy, we beat the Giants twice. Whoopity-doo, Eli Manning blows, except when he's winning Super Bowls. Don't remind me, Giants fans, don't remind me. You gotta beat these good teams. You gotta go up to Foxborough this year. I want to see a win in December in Foxborough. I want to see you beat Drew Brees, because frankly, until you beat the Drew Breeses, the Tom Bradys, the Aaron Rodgers, you beat those quarterbacks, then you'll impress me, then you'll get my attention. Because frankly, you beat up on the NFC South and the NFC East and get into the playoffs just from that alone. You know, beat Buffalo when they're still trying to figure out who's going to be quarterback. I think they actually figured out, but anyway. You know, beat teams like that, I'm not going to be impressed. I'm not going to be impressed. Beat the Saints. Beat Tom Brady. Especially up in Foxborough. Watch, Tom Brady will probably be like hurt or something and we'll have to play Garoppolo and I'll be like, God damn, I have no confidence going into the playoffs. Now I'm not going to sit here with Bradforditis. You know, the condition that is fearing that Bradford is just going to get injured any snap now. Anyone could get hurt at any time. They could step out of their bathtub and slip on the bathroom floor. They could be at home. They could be walking out, practicing, and I don't know, the punter leaves the tee on the ground, or the kicker, I should say. The punter wouldn't have a tee. The place kicker leaves a tee on the ground, and you're walking backwards, you step out, you twist your ankle. I'm at such a mix of emotion this year. And this is always the longest stretch of time. Those few days before that first weekend, not counting Thursday Night Football, that first weekend of the NFL season, because I get so excited. No matter whether I think my Eagles are going to be suck or be dominant. It's always just a great time of the year because I love me some fucking football. Like I said, I'm not going to have Bradforditis. I'm not going to sit here and say, I don't, you know what, you can't really bank on a team with Bradford at quarterback. Sam Bradford's just going to get hurt. He said both knees reconstructed, you know, it's any day now. Fuck that noise. I'm going in with full optimism until this team slaps me in the face, and if it doesn't slap me in the face, I'll be there to sing its praises. I love this backfield. I love that triple-headed monster of Sproles, Matthews, and Murray. I love Murray over McCoy, and I've learned to love him over McCoy, even though McCoy is my favorite player on this team. And a lot of people are going to be, well, Murray has an injury problem himself. He's been injured quite a few times in the league, and even in college. Murray is not going to see maybe half the workload that he saw in Dallas. It doesn't make sense that he would even see near the same amount of workload that he saw in Dallas when you have Matthews and Sproles in that backfield with him. I love that. I love just having two running back sets, having Murray pick up that blitzer that comes through or gets a defensive end that breaks through on the line. You know, I'm not going to say he's going to plow over a defensive end, knock him on his ass, but to buy Bradford that extra second or second and a half of time to do that one last progression. Find Sproles over there. Find Aguilar over there. Find Matthews over there. Find Riley Cooper and go, what's my next option? People want to criticize the Eagles and say, you know, they don't have a deep threat. You know, they got rid of Deshaun, they got rid of a deep threat, they've never filled that spot again. Chip Kelly doesn't play the deep threat option. Chip Kelly wants yak yardage, yards after catch. Wants guys like Aguilar, like we saw in preseason on his first touchdown. Little 7-8 yard pass, boom, 30 yards into the end zone. Same with Matthews, same type of player like that. Yak yardage, Sproles, screen, slants, shit like that. Passing to the line of scrimmage, Sproles taking off for another 30 to 50. It's been his MO ever since he's been in the league. And one of the main reasons why, and I understand why Chip Kelly doesn't call for a lot of these long bomb passes. Because one, you don't need to. If you have a high octane offense that can keep moving, and hopefully keep moving, then don't worry about that. And another reason why is because Chip Kelly likes to go no huddle. He likes to get to the line, snap, get to the line, snap, get to the line, snap, get to the line, snap. When you throw a long bomb and it goes incomplete, it's, oh, missing, the receiver's running around, does a little loop route, comes back to the huddle, everyone else is huddling up, that receiver over there, it's Riley Cooper, it's slow as fuck, running back to the line of scrimmage. Everyone's like, okay, we good, we good, okay. That's the equivalent of huddling up. Chip Kelly doesn't like that shit. So of course he's not going to call that shit. The amount of time it takes to re-huddle after a long bomb goes incomplete is the same as having a huddle. So that's why you're not going to see, and Eagles fans, wondering why they've never got that deep threat option back on this team, don't hold your breath on it because it's not going to come back. It's yak yardage or it's nothing. This secondary, I wish I could tell you that I feel a lot better than last year because we don't have Kerry Williams or Late Allen on this team anymore. Yes, I said Late Allen, as in I'm late to every fucking play. Or Mr. Late, I buy on every single play fake. I like the addition of Maxwell. Solid addition. But I wish I could have seen more out of Rowe that convinced me that he could be a starter in this league. And Chip Kelly wanted him to be a starter in this league. But he just isn't. And you're going back to the bench well to tap talent that's already really thin. But this front seven, specifically the linebackers with Kiko Alonso now added to it, better bring the fucking pressure pain. We need that front seven, Fletcher Cox, to be busting offensive guards on their ass. Whoever's lined up against them, tackle, guard, doesn't matter. He's got to get through, pressure the quarterback. Connor Barwin's got to blast you. Connor, we need at least 14 sacks out of you this year. At least. And we need at least another 20 quarterback hurries out of you. Because the Drew Bradys and the Tom the Drew Bradys and the Tom Bradys of the league are going to pick that secondary apart because they're going to be experienced enough to read the field fast and notice where the secondary isn't coming. They're going to know to get rid of that ball quick when the pressure's on, and you're not going to beat teams like that. I don't care if you got the offensive Chip Kelly scoring machine 2000 version 5.0. You ain't going to beat the better quarterbacks in the league if you can't pressure them. And the safeties and the corners, you got to do something better than last year. Because if you're as good as the safeties and corners were last year, it's not enough. Not enough. Maxwell, let's see if your pedigree follows you. Mr. Hotshot from Seattle that got targeted the most because people didn't want to throw to Sherman. Let's see if you're worth your salt. Let's do this. Come on. As far as the wide receivers go, I like Aguilar. I like Matthews. Who's the other guy? Oh, Riley Cooper. I like Aguilar. I like Matthews. And I like Sproles in a slot in an option pass area. Not an option pass slot or just screen pass type plays. Halfback pass like he's going to be throwing. Well, I don't know. Maybe he can throw. I just got a good feeling about this team. I got a real good feeling about this team. I'll tell you what. It's going to be unacceptable to not make the playoffs this year. It's going to be unacceptable to not make a playoff team. Now, granted, it's going to be a level of failure on some level, unless they're holding the I almost said the Chip Kelly Trophy. Oh my God, the Lombardi Trophy. Unless Chip Kelly's holding that Lombardi Trophy after the final snap of the final game of the season, there's going to be some level of failure on this team. Granted, you could say there's some level of failure in winning as well. But frankly, if you win the ultimate prize, I don't care what you failed at along the way. Unless you didn't cheat like some other teams do to win. Okay, I won't go there. Sorry, but that outside of the lines report. And whoo, Patriots. Whoo, yikes. That's not going to do you any favors. But anyway. This year's interesting because you have Chip Kelly and the climate culture, or the culture climate, whatever you want to call it, of I got guys obedient to me because I am the dictator, versus the Dallas Cowboys and the we'll do whatever we got to do. Hardy, what's that? You rock bottomed your girl onto a pile of guns on a bed? Hey, come on over. You'll add defensive pressure to the line. Come on over. It's like guys like Hardy that would never see the light of day on a Chip Kelly Eagles team. And I'll tell you what, the Cowboys team is very good. Now granted, I don't like what they're doing, and frankly, I don't care to talk about much in this video. This is an Eagles video. But if we lose out the NFC East, and we have to see the Cowboys make noise, Chip Kelly and his whole preaching of culture is going to start falling on a lot of deaf ears. And I'll tell you what, these ears aren't going to be able to hear much of anything Chip Kelly has to say. Because if you play with a full deck and guys like Bradford stay healthy all year and he shits the bed, your receivers look like shit, the running game looks like shit, the corners and safeties just get blown up left and right, Maxwell looks like he needs Maxwell and Cam Chancellor and Sherman to play with to look good. If we're saying that at the end of the season, Chip Kelly, I can't say you're going to be too awfully welcome here anymore. Too awfully at all. Now granted, do I think no matter what he's going to get fired? I mean, other than a complete abysmal disaster like a 4 or 5 win season? But I don't even think that's possible. I just got a good feeling about this year, and I'm going to keep repeating that. I just got a good feeling about this year. I'm not going to make any bold predictions saying, oh, you know what, don't worry about it. They got this Super Bowl wrapped up. Philadelphia fans, take a big exhale because this is the year. Do I think they have enough weapons to absolutely get it done and beat anyone in this league? Abso-fucking-lutely. So why not this year? Why not? They haven't won anything yet. Haven't won anything yet. So, with that being said, please feel free to join me back here again on Monday night, 7 o'clock, when the Eagles face the Atlanta Falcons down in Atlanta. I'm going to be doing a live show here. Before the game, we'll have the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. Refreshments will be served to all those that are in attendance, i.e. me. And New Dog and Girlfiend. I just want this fucking season to start, and it's killing me that another Monday night football game to start the season, just like 2 years ago when they faced the Redskins in Week 1 on Monday night. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal. I don't even know if I can live tweet this Sunday, watching all the other games, because I'm gonna be so dead set focused on this Eagles-Atlanta matchup. I just want it to start. I want it to start. I want to see if this team is the real deal or just another disappointment. But I'll go a little bit more into that when I go over my prediction video for the Atlanta Falcons game, and I'll be doing that this weekend. So until then, think happy football thoughts. You know, good luck to everyone's team out there. You know, it's a great sport that I love. I wish everyone the best. Except the Cowboys, because fuck them. Have a good day, everyone.